Hello Kitty. Okay, we have a pretty wacky setup on right now, but pretty much I can record 4K on a GoPro for as long as I like, provided I have enough SD card space. Because you know, you always have issues with batteries on GoPros, and when you record a higher resolution, they just run out. Well, no more, people. Found a little hack. It does require you to spend a little bit of money, or maybe have it lying around ready. So yeah, the setup currently now comprises of the special ingredient is a power bank. But there is a few caveats. So we're pretty much using a power bank to replace the battery, except we still have the battery in. So the caveat that I found with using just a power bank is that if your power bank dies and you are recording, you pretty much lose all of the videos. With the normal GoPro battery, you're able to save the videos that you record when your GoPro battery dies. It's like that beep 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 and it saves the file and then it dies. So what you do is you keep the GoPro battery inside, and then you also connect the power bank. So what it does is that it first sucks power from the power bank itself, and then if it gets to the point where the power bank does die, then your GoPro battery takes over. And then once your GoPro battery dies, so it keeps on recording, there's like no cuts or whatever. And then when your GoPro battery dies, then it saves the file and then everything shuts off, obviously, because both power sources are dead. Alternatively, as I said, the other way is that you can record with the GoPro battery out and just the power bank connected. But the problem with that is if the power bank dies, then you lose all your footage. There's no saving of it or whatever. So yeah, you use both. And I've got it's a 40,000 milliamp power bank, and just for perspective, the GoPro batteries are 1,500, so that's roughly like 30 something times more lifetime than I'm gonna get with the GoPro battery. And changing out GoPro batteries absolutely sucks ass, especially if you have a setup like mine where I have it's like a wind slayer on the GoPro, and I got an ND filter, and so you can like fiddle around when you're riding bikes, so you got gloves on and all of that. But now that you have a big ass battery in your backpack, you don't have to worry about that at all. So you can record at 4K, you high bitrate, all of that stuff, provided you have a big enough SD card for all that. But I do recommend to take some safety precautions, that you get a long enough cable. I've just got my phone charger cable to USB-C, and you put that into your backpack. Because obviously if it's too short and you turn your head, you don't want it to fall off or tug at something. You also don't want it caught. So what I've done is looped it over my left shoulder and then into my bag. So I have most of my cables running down the left side. So I've got the microphone cable from oh my god, look at this. We're going for a swim! Look at that fountain. I've got all of my cables going on the left side. So I've got the microphone into my helmet going down the left side, into my phone, as well as this USB-C for the power bank over the left side, into my backpack over my shoulder. I've got like this little ring thingy connected to the, you could say the boundary of my helmet, and then I just loop all the cables through there so it follows the path, it doesn't just fill up around. I did see that it worked well with the 8 and 9, but like the 10 and 11 had some sort of issues where it would bring up an error code that there's a cold battery or some stuff. And also like in moments like these, I don't have to turn off the GoPro if I'm just talking about your car. So I'm just going to AFM Scooters and I'm stronger. The guy there, or the shop themselves, got a GoPro Hero 8, same one as this. And they want some help, because at the moment he's just pushing a whole bunch of buttons and he doesn't know what he's doing. So I'm just going to explain to him like ISO and shutter speed and all of that. He had flickering indoors when he was recording with the GoPro, because they want to do like, and the flickering has to do with whether you're in a mode like NTSC or PAL. So NTSC is called 60 Hz mainly, and there's 30, 60, 120 FPS. PAL is 50 Hz, and that's 25, 50, 100. And it's got to do with like the power output in each country and like what the electricity grid is doing. Most countries outside of the US, the electricity being emitted from a light bulb or the power source will be 50 Hertz, and in America it'll be 60. So if you match up and get it the same, and I changed ISO to 100 to 800 because I did find that the video was just like ever so slightly too dark. So now we can adjust as much as I want up to 800, I do think that 800 is too much and it starts to look very grainy. Like here probably. But it, you know, it is what it is, I don't mind. Oh, what's up, dude? I did a little bit of an upgrade to the setup at the moment. I'll show you now. How's it, man? Matthew.
A few moments later.
Okay. That was cool. Just showed them how to like set up the GoPro and stuff with all the settings. And this is a new bike, the Buell 1200. Oh, there's also the C8 Corvette from Black Bespoke. It's pretty sick. Oh, bro. Oh, what is traffic? Oh, bro, there's a load shedding here. It's gonna be like a free-for-all there. I wonder if there's a study that's been done whether there's less accidents when robots don't work. Oh, I was looking at scrapping these tires. They got about 170 kilometers on now, I'd say. Gotta get more. They say it's about 600 kilometers for the braking period. Now, if you wanted to get home as quick as possible, you could go down this way. That's if you're boring. But because we're not boring, we go down this way with some more funsies. Out of brakes. Whoa, what the fuck is that? Whoa, what is happening here? Can't see, I got hair in my face again. Unos momentos. Gotta scoot it out the way, you know. Get out the way. Back to the ride. Oh, there's a pulpy. So we gotta be extra quiet with the pulpy. Extra stealth mode. I thought I had GP shift on for a second. That wasn't very smart. That was pretty silly, Billy. Ooh, don't know why I thought that, but okay.